Hey YouTube, just thought I'd share with you my RC collection. This is the most up-to-date collection. Well, RC's in my collection here. So I do apologize if the shots are going to be kind of all over the place. Kind of haven't really thought out how to really best do this video. So I'll just tell you a little bit about the RC's in my collection, see if there's going to be any projects or what you guys can expect. So up first, this is in no particular order, not favorite order, not least favorite order, just picking stuff off the shelf. I got my Sumo RC here. So basically box stock, besides that heat sink, stock motor. I bought a bearing kit for it, and I also bought a spare differential kit. I found with the bearings that is a pain in the butt to try to do, and the upgrades for this car are not particularly cheap. And I did actually glue one of the tires. Yeah, I glued this one just for the hell of it. Alright, moving on. This is actually a genuine Lozi micro raminator. The only upgrades it has to it, I didn't do it. I actually bought it like this. It's got threaded axles and bearings, and then I just slap a lipo in it and call it a day. Stock 27 megahertz transmitter. If you saw from that video of Micro Madness, you saw this thing was screaming on that motor. They must have did something right with that motor because this thing hauls. Next up, we got the Race 10 Micro Stunt. I know this is a toy grade. RC, but I actually really do like this thing. You know, you charge it, you easily get 20 minutes worth of run time. The only thing that holds it back is the poor steering. But look at that steering. If you were to do a hobby grade conversion to it, you'd be basically turning in like probably a 1 to 2 foot radius. So I think I'll try to take that on, put a cheap brushed system in there, and just do digital proportional throttle and steering. And then I've got a USB charger that's got this exact same connector for that, so I'll just keep it off of a 1 cell if I can manage to do that. Alright, we've got my Lozi Micro High Roller. I'll show you the body. This was actually my first body that I tried painting, so it didn't really turn out right. So I might buy another one. I might just leave it like this, but I went with a chrome bumper. I think that actually looks pretty cool. I also did a chrome underside, and I think that really looks nice. I'll probably do that to my mini high roller. But this is brushless. It's got a Hobby King 10 amp ESC in there. It's got a 10250 kV motor. Not sure what the gear ratio I'm running, but it's got a plastic spur because I found with the aluminum spurs, like the quality control wasn't too good. Like, you know, it should be a direct drop on for that, but I had problems with the pinions coming off, so I just decided to leave it off altogether. Next up is my Lozi Micro Truggy. It's the stock body. I'm probably gonna do an overhaul, take the stickers off, and then do my own custom paint job. But it's got my, well, this was like an $8 20 amp brushed ESC, because I find with these Lozi Micros, it is a pain in the butt with those brushless motors. They break as soon as you mount them in. I kid you not. I had 2 of them break just by mounting it. I had 1 of them break just by taking it out of the package. So I find that the brush motors are plenty fast for these Lozi Micros, and since I'm doing a drifting truggy sort of a thing, you don't want a brushless system, otherwise you're going to be spinning out too much. I find that the brush system is plenty. It's plenty of power, and you can actually get smooth controlled drifts. So I'm probably just going to leave this one a drifter. I don't really have any drifters in my collection, so leave it at that. The Air Hogs Hyperactives Stunt, or no, the Hyperactives Pro. So this, you know, you guys, this is a pretty old RC. I'm not going to do a video on it. There's so many out there, and it's not worth my time for the competition. You know, I'm probably going to do like maybe a toy grade madness video, similar to the Micro Madness, where I get my buddies and then we just bash the heck out of these things. And then this is the Air Hogs Hyperactives 5. I did a review on this. This was probably, in my opinion, their best one yet. Simply for the fact that it doesn't take a rechargeable LiPo. You just put in 6 AAAs, 3 for the transmitter, 3 for the car, and then you basically drive until those batteries are done. Air Hogs does not recommend rechargeables, but I will recommend rechargeables because you know, it really sucks to have to constantly buy batteries, and then by the time you add up all the price, you basically invested in rechargeables anyway. I actually just bought this little holder here, and I really do not like it. It was like 12 bucks, and it says it's supposed to be large. It's supposed to fit a lot of stuff. It fits a decent amount of stuff, but a lot of my other tools can't fit, so it just stays in my little Dollar Tree cups here. So I mean, some stuff is easier to access now, but this thing likes to pop off, and it's by Duratrax. And then I just have my various tools in Dollar Tree cups. Not really gonna take them out. That would be boring. You guys want to see my cars? I got the Air Hogs Havoc Hydro. Well, not Havoc Hydro, but the Sharpshooter Hydro. 2-channel aircraft that shoots water. I'm working on a review, but you know, I'm a full-time college student. I go to school Monday through Friday, and then I work Saturday, and then I just up my hours to Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So not only am I going to school full-time, I also have 28 hours a week at work, plus, you know, trying to make videos in the meantime. So, you know, it shoots water. So far, I'm not really liking it because the throttle, I'll get to about here, and then the rotor blades will start. And, you know, it's a potential for house fire, so that I'm going to mention in my review. We got this Fast Lane desert buggy here. I actually really like this thing, even though it's not too particularly fast. It looks just great. I mean, if you do a hobby grade conversion to this, you know, you're gonna be cruising. If you at least get it to a LiPo or something, like even a single cell LiPo, it'll do pretty well. Got my Hubsen X4 version 2. You know, see my review video on it, see all my flight footage is. I did a Halloween kind of review video, so nothing new really here. This this is the Axial AX3 radio. I actually really like this system because you can either do 4 AA's or just run off of a LiPo, and that's what I chose to do. I have this hooked up to my micro high roller, and you're probably wondering why not to my Spectrum DX4S. Well, it's because with Micro Madness, you know, I had my friends come out and bash my RC car, so you know, I'm trying to get my friends into RC. This is for my Losi Truggy. I have another one for the Raminator, but I'm thinking about buying the ESC for a micro trail tracker and doing a 2.4 conversion that way. That way I can have brushed and DSM 2.4 gigahertz in one. You guys might not like the all-in-one electronics, but when it comes to Lozi micros, it's convenient for me at least. You may disagree, but that's your opinion. We've got the Blade MSRX. I did a review on it. I am not going to be keeping this one. This is going to be going on eBay. You know, it was an okay helicopter, but it had its drawbacks, and it's not worth my time to really, you know, fly too much longer, have it break, and then put way too much money into it. That I just don't want to do. Alright, we've got the Andromeda BX 4.1. 4.18. I actually burnt out the servo. I don't think I stripped it. After that bashing session, it just kind of stopped working. I put it on. I was about to go inside, and then I noticed that I was just messing around with the steering, and then I noticed that it wasn't working, so turned the car off, turned it back on, and then it went completely dead. I still have throttle, I just don't have steering. SCX-10 Jeep Rubicon. I've got the dual motor mount. RC4 wheel drive, 65 turn crawler motors. Traxxas EVX2. You know, this thing's like my baby, but I'm having slipper clutch issues where it won't stay tightened. It slips under a light load. So, gotta fix that. I think it's a strip lock nut or something wrong with the assembly. I'll look into that. I might even just go back to one motor, or might do a brushless motor, kind of like Jang's Wraith project. But for sure I'm gonna be putting an aluminum steering in there. Because the stock one is too flexible. I'm going to look into getting new tires. These ones aren't too particularly great. We've got a vintage red Aero buggy by Radio Shack. I did a video on this a couple hundred videos back. So let me get it out. This buggy is actually my dad's. It is not mine. It was a birthday present to him given by my uncle. Still a very fun RC. I'm not going to do a hobby grade conversion to it. I want to keep it original. So what it could use is a good cleaning, new batteries. But this steering radius just blows my mind. It can turn literally within its own length here. I want to say the steering radius is like a 3-foot radius. Next we got basically a SEMA S107 knockoff. My buddy and I did Christmas gift exchange, and him and I both like RC helicopters, so he got me one of these, but I flew it once, and well, a couple of times, just for the hell of it. But now that I've got 4-channel helicopters and all that, 3 channels are just no fun. And then we've got the Airhogs Helix X4 Stunt. I'm really late in the game with getting a review out. I've got videos that I just need to edit. I just need to do a quick couple of things. But this quad it's alright. I mean, it's got its drawbacks. I see they wanted to go with kind of like a hobby grade feel to it, but in my opinion, you know, I would just go for the cheaper option like the hub sand. I feel that, you know, it's different because it's EDF, but there's cheaper and better alternatives than this. And also, I've got my mini high roller out in the car, so I'll be right back and I'll go get that. Alright, so next up we got my Iron Track Centro, the Mini here. You know, it's basically all stock. This thing's freaking bulletproof. You know, there's through the durability that I put it through, it survived everything I kind of put at it. So it's a really great Mini if you want to go brushless for about $100 with a lipo included. And my Mini high roller. You know, I really like this thing. It's a good collector's piece. I do not intend on selling it just because you don't see it very often. It's kind of rare. I wish they still made it because out of all the minis that Losi ever made, this one looks the coolest. Same with the micro raminator, the mini raminator. They look really nice. I wish they would have kept the mini slider around. And that other buggy one, I can't think of the name. But not shown is my Hobby Zone Delta Ray and my Hobby Zone Champ. With the Hobby Zone Champ, I'm gonna take it apart. I'm actually gonna like do my own scratch builds, and I'm gonna do like build series with that if I get around to it. My Hobby Zone Delta Ray, kind of have to pack it up for the season. You know, it's starting to get windy, it's starting to get colder. The weather's really changing. It's been raining for like a day straight here. So, you know, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe as always, and we'll see you next time.